Season's greeting to everyone on the special occasion of New Year. In advance, a Happy New Year 2025 to each and every one of you. May this year brings lots of joy, love, prosperity, and good health to everyone over there. So this year, like 2024, there has been lots of challenges, lots of changes, lots of barriers, lots of expectation, lots of assumption. So many things has happened, and it has been like unpredictable. And we know like it has affected each and every one of us, international students, foreign workers, their families, people who are waiting for their PR invitation, and people got affected who has to leave Canada, and many more changes. So this year, this is my last video for 2024. Now I'm gonna see you in 2025. So I thought to bring over like some discussions on the changes which has came in December 2024 and November. So I would start with some PNP, some federal. I would take the category based draws as well, and I would also bring about like what changes has been made to eliminate the fraud by the minister as well, and the pathways which will be introduced in 2025. So starting with the PNP, which is for the Ontario PNP, they have like a 21,500 nomination. Every year they allocate this, and every year the target may or may not change, as we have seen that in October government has already planned forward for the next 3 years. So this has already been achieved, and this new target, any new application, or any new applications for anything which has been previously applied or which is going to apply forward, any future one, they will now fall under the 2025 allocation. Secondly, it's about the fraud elimination. To combat the fraud, Mr. Miller has already expressed that, and he has decided that there is not gonna be any additional points which is going to be given for the LMIA supported job offer. Yes, there can be a genuine job offer that can be given, that can help, or maybe that can help to employ or growth towards that applicant, but that doesn't mean that anything which used to be like 50 points or the 200 points, they both will be deleted now, and that's gonna be implemented in the spring of 2025. He hasn't mentioned any date for this particular change, but what he has mentioned is that anything with the express entry starting with spring 2025, that points will be eliminated, so that there will be like a fairer, there will be like a transparent, and that is going to be promote the integrity of the immigration system. So he said it's a temporary change. So much loss, so much issues, so much chaos has been caused to the foreign workers and to the international students. They have lost so much money which is going to all these employers, fraud RCICs or fraud representatives, and those recruiters in between who are taking the chunk of the share, and still he's saying temporary. So I believe that it should be a permanent move. Let's hope for the best. So flagpoling ban effective December 23, 2024. 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nobody is allowed to do the flagpoling, which means like people used to go there, cross the border, come back, like US border, and come back and return to Canada and apply for a faster work permit and a study permit renewal, or maybe the spousal one. Now it's not gonna be anymore. They have to apply as everybody else for the online through the online system, and minister said this change will allow for better resource allocation, reduce their workload, reduce the lines which we see at those 12 borders, and for the CBSA and the US counterparts. I'm going to share the list of like those draws which has came for the 2024, and also about the category based draws as well. So and then just to remind you, now in the next year there is going to be the trade, the healthcare, and the French language category based draw only. That's what they have decided for the next year. So there is no STEM, and we know there is only one STEM draw which came in 2024. And even so far we have heard like the CEC draw is going to go down around 500, so that has not yet started. But again, has been many IT professionals who are waiting for that, and even I'm very hopeful as well that this will, but unfortunately there was only one, so he has full control on what type of draws they are gonna. But mostly there has been like the PNP draws as well. I think it was around 14 draws for PNP which came in 2024. There has been a proposed amendment to the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, IRPA, which will give the government more control over the immigration documents. That means in terms of the fraud, in terms of any risk, security risk to the public interest, the government or the government employees like the visa officer can cancel, can suspend those application as well. So if that proposed amendment gets followed through, that's gonna be better for them, so that they don't need to rely on other departments or go through a longer process, and that can expedite the process, because those fraud one should never ever be taken like in such cases, like they have to take the faster decisions. They should not be taken lightly, because they know how to get away from these cases as well, the people who are involved in that. Key changes which came for the international students in 2024, we know we have seen the updated eligibility of PG work permit. We have seen like now they have to apply for the new student permit as well, even when they have to change the courses as well. New limits on the off campus hours, which is like 24 now, changes to the spousal one. We have seen like the eligibility changes to the regulations for these open work permits for the spousal. Closure of the student direct stream, the SDS, and the Niagara Student Express. So it cannot be now for fast track to those apply, like say from international students applying from India, they will be taken into consideration because the applicants are residing in India or other countries. No, they have to go through the regular study permit process only. So and also we have seen the cost of living. So I've given you the details of how like you can go through all these changes for the student, and there will be like 4 new pathways coming up for in 2025. Francophone community, that is for the Francophone one. So Francophone immigration class. The rural community immigration class, that is for the community where they want people to, like you have seen, it's similar to the RNIP one, so it's just got closed earlier in 2024. So now they are bringing up with a different name. So Manitoba's West Central Immigration Initiative and Enhanced Caregiver Pilot Program. That's gonna be very interesting, because what they have said is that the caregiver will be given PR on arrival as well. There are like Alberta opportunity and the British Columbia's draws, which has came between November 29 and December 4th. So all these the changes, all these discussion that's pertaining to the final month of December. I'm sure you will have questions, you will have queries, you will have doubts. So you can keep in touch with me. You can contact me on my WhatsApp number, which is 647-537-1323, or you can email manish@friendsimmigrations.ca. So I hope this new year brings you lots of hope, lots of colors, lots of aspirations, and new hope more family time as well, and more positivity. So sorry if I have repeated few stuff, but I'm just trying to make sure I cover a lot of information in this video. So take good care of yourself, and stay healthy, and believe in the Almighty, believe in the supreme power. If there is anything, our efforts, there is like a blessings, which can work for each and every one of us. So take good care of yourself, and I will see you next time, new year, and with the new beginnings, the more josh, more energy. Thank you so much. You take care of yourself. Bye bye.